Hello, my name is Valeria Amoes. I am an IB candidate, and for my further oral activity, based on Part 2 of my English course, Language and Mass Communication, I will be analyzing a McDonald's Corporation print advertisement of the late 20th century. I will show how language is used to inform and persuade the African American community to buy McDonald's products. This advertisement was created in 1973 in the United States of America in a multicultural agency named Burrell Communication Group. Surprisingly, the founder of this agency was an African American man named Tom Burrell. Like any other ad, this ad was created to sell products. As a strategy, McDonald's targeted a specific ethnicity, which is the African American ethnicity, showing that they are aware of the cultural differences this minority group has. It also shows awareness of how racial segregation was ending in the United States. McDonald's was able to inform their public about this through advertisements like this and others. This also served as a persuasion method, as it made McDonald's seem as a very caring company which cared more about their customers than their sales. However, this sense was obviously only created to increase more customers to McDonald's and, as a return, increase their profits and revenue. Besides the fact that McDonald's is targeting a specific race, blacks, or ethnicity, African Americans, it is also targeting a specific age group, which are children and teens. By targeting children and teens, McDonald's is using a strategy of creating loyal customers because children are easily influenced by what they see daily, and even when they grow up, they will still see McDonald's as that number one place. So McDonald's uses children to ensure that their customer base never fails, and also because adults are more aware of what they intake and how it might affect their health, while children are more about the taste and how they feel, and not really about their health and the risks they're vulnerable to by doing certain things. As a result, McDonald's decided to target a specific age group. Research done by the Arizona State University shows that many food companies actually target children in poor communities or communities of color, which are blacks, using price promotions, and advertisements. And we can see an example of this through this advertisement. Now that I've finished my overview, I will comment on the content and theme of this advertisement. In the image, we can see a boy, a black boy, and his father. They are eating McDonald's burgers and enjoying their drinks in a car. In the image, they seem to be having a good time or even talking to each other, which also relates to the author's message. Besides the fact of selling product, the author has a message behind this ad. It suggests that It's just that African Americans family unite, that families should have a good time together, that there shouldn't be discussions, that there shouldn't be fights, and that it's more important to have a good time together than being separate. Because being separate is something that they were when they were segregated before having civil rights. So this the author suggests that there should be unification and not separation, because at that period there were still segregations because of color, skin color. The significance of this ad to the audience is that it it shows that McDonald's actually cares about their customers, which is something that McDonald's was seeking to do because it would bring more customers to them. Themes that might be suggested in this ad would probably be that Black Lives Matter to McDonald's, and also that there should be, a father and son should have a good time, even though the things that are suggested in the copy, for example, as going to the game or writing and rapping, are stereotypically things that we view as African Americans or related to blacks. It is still, something that should be done in a father and son relationship. The image shows plain folks, regular African American boy and man. This would create a sense or persuade others to buy McDonald's products because they see that they have the same living condition or can be characterized as the same people. Through the image and copy, we can see an association technique was used. For example, having a good time with your father is something children really want to do. And by saying that the biggest treat is to have McDonald's with his father, makes other children want to have a good time with their father and buy McDonald's burgers. So there's an association which leads to a bandwagon effect where a bunch of people want to go to McDonald's, a bunch of children want to go to McDonald's, a bunch of families want to go to McDonald's to buy their products. This image, this advertisement, creates a very unworried, a very casual tone, which is created by the diction used the by the creator of the ad. The ad contains a lot of slang, which creates a very conversational tone. A very conversational tone with the audience, and the mood is also reflected on the tone, as when you look at this ad, there's a nostalgic effect on you. For example, for a person that hasn't done activities with their fathers, they will look at it and be like, yeah, I remember this time. I remember when I used to do this with my father, and want to do it with their child or something. So it has a very nostalgic mood. This ad specifically appeals to pathos because it paints a more legitimate picture of the African American reality. For example, at that time in history, African Americans weren't very wealthy, and we can see this through the image in the advertisement. And also, we can see that there's an epimone. Epimone is a repetition of in the slogan, something good at McDonald's, there's a repetition and epimone in the copy, which is something good at McDonald's. So this emphasizes on how McDonald's goods are portrayed as desirable and good. The usage of slang language is used to usually identify a member of a subculture more easily, or to set yourself aside from others and to present uniqueness. And McDonald's definitely uses slang, in my opinion, in two ways. McDonald's shows that they're unique because they use slang words as get down, which means to enjoy something intensely. And it sets itself unique from other fast food companies. But at the same time, there's an association of slang language to African Americans, and this has been on and on for many, many years. So it was very smart of McDonald's to use slang language as it associates them, as it's easier to communicate with their intended audience through the usage of slang. In the copy, there's, for example, the word dig. The word dig is a slang language which means to enjoy. And usually African Americans were the ones who used this sort of language. Also, we can see that there is an ellipsis. This ellipsis, to me, actually seems as if the copy is telling a story. So it's like setting a story tone to the copy, which is also very effective because it gives like a flashback. It gives a nostalgic effect to the reader or to the viewer of this advertisement. Concluding, this advertisement was created and was effective because it was able to communicate to the African American group or to the African American ethnic group that McDonald's was actually interested in advertising for them, because they knew that they would gain a lot of profit because African American neighborhoods were surrounded by other restaurants. And by showing that McDonald's actually cared, McDonald's was able to show that and effectively show that and bring more customers to their company. Thank you.